This is the Varsity Sports Show on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5.
Your home for youth, high school, college sports, and you. Empowering education and enabling dreams.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nicholas Anderson from the Hank Greenspun School of Journalism at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And welcome to the Varsity Sports Show on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5 FM radio. Wow, good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful morning here as I'm hosting the show here from Las Vegas, Nevada. I know it's pretty early there in Houston as well. We have a packed show today featuring multiple events, games, and community activities in the Houston area, along with some different segments on the West, Midwest, and Eastern regions talking about different teams and events. But before we roll into that, I want to introduce myself, where I'm from, and why I'm joining you guys here today. So my name is Nicholas Anderson. I was born and raised here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm currently attending the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, UNLV, studying broadcast journalism. I'm currently in my third semester here at UNLV, and I plan to graduate with a bachelor's in broadcast journalism and a minor in communications. That's a little bit about myself, but I also wanted to talk about the Varsity Sports Show, why it's so important to me, my experience this semester, and how you guys can get involved with us at the Varsity Sports Show. So this is my first semester with the Varsity Sports Show, and I'll tell you guys this. I was so pumped to start with this program. I was actually supposed to start this fall. But when I was talking to my boss, I was so amped up. I really wanted to start early, and I really wanted to get early reps. And I wanted to start this summer, and it's been a whole lot of fun. Went from broadcasting women's tackle football games in the summer to creating my own sports segments to even hosting my own radio show, and that's why I'm here with you guys right now. If you want to get involved with the Varsity Sports Show, shoot over an email to info@varsitysportshow.com. That's info@VARSITYSPORTSSHOW.com, where you will get in touch with shortly after and hopefully join the varsity team. We have over 60 interns this fall from different parts of the country. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Also, make sure to check us out on X, or formerly known as Twitter, at the Varsity Sports Show, as well as Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You'll be able to find us there as well and see what we've been doing this semester and learn about the Varsity Sports Show. Now back on track to what we have going on today. At the top of the show, we have a barrage of local Houston news coverage, starting with the Houston Rockets Summer League by my colleague Doug Santos from Arizona State University, followed with Houston League Cup play coverage from University of Madison, Wisconsin student Arike Buerger. After that, an update on the Houston Cougars college football by Arizona State University student Reilly Robertson, and then Houston Dash coverage by San Diego State student Pham.
Good morning. I'm Douglas Santos from the Cronkite School of Journalism at ASU, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. The NBA 2K25 Summer League Tournament just concluded with the Miami Heat winning the final. Let's talk about how the Rockets fared and who stood out. The Rockets went 2-2, ending up in a consolation game against the Portland Trailblazers on Sunday. The Rockets would lose that game to end the Summer League Tournament with a 2-3 record. However, that did not matter much after watching the Rockets' third overall pick, Reed Sheppard, play lights out in the tournament. Being the third overall pick, Sheppard had all eyes on him heading into the short tournament and did not disappoint. He averaged 20 points, 4.8 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 2.7 steals, and 1.3 blocks per game. Sheppard earned NBA 2K25 All-Summer League first-team honors from his performance. Now, Summer League is not quite the competition Sheppard will face in the NBA regular season, but regardless, it was quite the showing from the young guard and will create some chatter around his opportunity to compete for a role on the team. There will be adjustments Sheppard will need to make to be successful at the varsity level, but his outstanding performance should give Rockets fans a lot to look forward to on an already young and talented team. The NBA offseason is in a break now until training camp starts on October 1st, and the 2024 regular season begins on October 22nd. After staying in the playoff race till the end last season, we'll see if the Rockets can make another jump forward and make a playoff push this upcoming season. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Douglas Santos.
Hello, everyone. This is Mark Buerger from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. The first half of the regular season in Major League Soccer is over. We are now going into Leagues Cup play starting this Friday. The Houston Dynamo last year were in the round of 16 against Charlotte in the last edition of the Leagues Cup before losing 2-1 on August 7th, 2023. However, this season, I think they could make a deeper run. Let's go over their 2 games that they have in the Leagues Cup play. So each team in the Leagues Cup gets 2 group stage games. Each group has 3 teams. You have to finish in the top 2 within the group to advance to the knockout rounds, which Houston did last season. As we look at this season for the Leagues Cup, their Leagues Cup will start on Saturday, July 27th at 7 o'clock Central, as they will host Atlas from Liga MX at Shell Energy Stadium in Houston, Texas. That first game will be very interesting. Atlas has only played 4 regular season games for Liga MX, so we really do not know how this game is going to go, just because Atlas has played very limited number of games in their regular season compared to the Houston Dynamo. But I think with Houston at home with their fans, I think they're going to get that first win. Their second and final group stage game will be against MLS side Real Salt Lake. Real Salt Lake has been near the top of the Western Conference all season, and Real Salt Lake has definitely been very good in the regular season. So the way I can see this last game going is, and this last game is in Houston, Texas. It's at Shell Energy Stadium as well. I think it'll be a very good game. Houston could very well come on top in that game, but since I think Real Salt Lake had a really good first half in the regular season of MLS, I almost feel like Houston could go 1-1, 1 win, 1 loss in these 2 games, and I still think it'll be enough for the Houston Dynamo to finish top 2 in the group and to advance to the knockouts once again and again. This is Mark Buerger from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
This is Reilly Robertson from Arizona State, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. The University of Houston football has a lot to look forward to this upcoming season. Their spring game, the first game under new head coach Willie Fritz, showed reasons for optimism. Starting quarterback Donovan Smith did not play due to the fact that he's recovering from shoulder surgery. Houston showed some defensive dominance throughout the spring game, partly due to their new defensive coordinator, Sheil Wood, brought from Tulane by head coach Fritz. A few other staff members were also brought over to Houston, which allowed the coaching staff to remain together and have continuity, allowing the defense to have a standout performance. Some key players to watch next season are going to be running back Sergio Snyder, AJ Halsey, and Jaden Emery. Sergio Snyder, the freshman running back, scored the offense's only touchdown in the first quarter of the spring game. Junior defensive back AJ Halsey was a standout in the spring game, with a key tackle in the third quarter and a key interception in the second half. Since Donovan Smith was injured, transfer Zion Chris started during the spring game. Although he was a notable pickup from the transfer portal, there were definitely inconsistencies shown during the game, failing to produce a number of longer drives. With some in-game practice, he will be sure to improve. The Cougars are looking forward to their second season in the Big 12, getting to face some new and old faces. They kick off the season against UNLV in Houston on August 31st and see their first Big 12 opponent, the University of Cincinnati, in Cincinnati on September 21st. Finishing with a 4-8 record in the 2023 season, the Cougars are looking to improve that and make a statement in the Big 12 and hopefully reach a bowl game this coming year. This is Reilly Robertson from Arizona State with the Varsity Sports Show.
I'm Pham from San Diego State, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show with a report on the Houston Dash from the National Women's Soccer League. The Dash currently have 3 wins, 8 losses, and 5 draws as they sit in the bottom 3 of the standings. Earlier this week, Dash forward Diana Ordenes participated in the MLS All-Star Skills Challenge as a special guest for the MLS team. She is the first woman to compete in the MLS All-Star Skills Challenge. Having receiving the selection to participate, she said, "I feel super honored and blessed to be in this position. It felt good to not have to force it or ask for it, but have it come to me. That always feels good. I think it's really cool and important that they're including women in this, allowing us to join with them. It'd be cool to see more partnership between the NWLS and the MLS. So with that in mind, being able to be a part of this hopefully kickstarts more relationships and things of that nature in the future." In an event between the MLS and Team Liga MX, Ordenes played in the Crossbar Challenge for Team MLS. In the 5 challenges, Team Liga MX would go on to win 3 of the 5 challenges. Ordenes leads the Dash in goals with 4 in 16 games played on 33 shot attempts. Representing Mexico, she has 9 goals in international play. In more Dash news, Houston signed forward Madison Wolfbauer to a national team replacement contract. She recently led the North Carolina Courage to the final of the soccer tournament and won the Women's Golden Boot in 2024. The forward scored 5 goals in the tournament and was named to the soccer tournament's women's best 7 team. The forward wore number 29 for the Dash. Reporting for the Varsity Sports Show from San Diego State, I'm Pham.
And welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5 FM radio. Some fantastic reports by my colleagues, and I must say, and I want to chime in on this, Houston Cougars football is going to be scary to watch this year. Like Reilly said in her segment, first-year head coach Will Fritz is making a difference already in Houston. The Cougars are in their second year in the Big 12, and Donovan Smith is coming back from shoulder surgery. And on top of that, the new expansion of the CFP is now expanding to 12 teams. That's going to be a massive difference this year in college football. I'm personally counting down the days myself. I've come to a conclusion with myself that I need college football in my life, and we are just under a month away from week 0. As we transition from the break, we are going to have more segments talking about local news in the state of Texas. You're not going to want to miss out, so stay tuned, and we'll be back right after the break. You're listening to the Varsity Sports Show on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5 FM radio.
ESPN
97.5.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nicholas Anderson. I'm a sports broadcasting student at the Hanks Greenspun School of Journalism at UNLV. I am stoked to start creating visual and audio segments along with broadcasting and sideline reporting for different games this season. As a writer for the UNLV Scarlet and Gray, I can provide insightful knowledge on a variety of different sports. I am excited to be a part of the team this season and looking forward to kicking off the year right on the Varsity Sports Show.
The key to unlock the next breakthrough in cancer research could be sitting in your driveway. Stand Up to Cancer's vehicle donation program makes it easy to turn your unwanted vehicle into funding to support innovative cancer research. So when you're looking to get rid of your old car, truck, motorcycle, RV, or boat, why not donate it to Stand Up to Cancer? You can be a driving force in cancer research. Donate your car today. Visit standuptocancer.org/cars to learn more.
There's so many ways to enjoy MyBookie, whether you're betting on sports or playing in their live casino. Joel Blank here to tell you all about it. At MyBookie, you can bet on football futures like your hometown team winning over or under 9.5 wins, or you can bet on today's football games all over the world. MLB, UFC, golf, tennis, soccer. You can even bet on the WNBA. Take watching sports up a notch with a little wager on the game of your choice. If you're into blackjack and roulette, MyBookie's casino features live dealers. It's like playing at a table in Vegas, but you're in your own home. Heck, you could be in your pajamas or your boxer shorts, and you could still be enjoying casino games. Let's talk bonuses. If you're new to MyBookie, you can get a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. If you're already a MyBookie customer, they have reload bonuses to maximize your deposit. Go to MyBookie.ag right now, click on bonuses, use our promo code BET975. It's the best online sports book and casino. It's MyBookie.ag. Always use our promo code BET975 and bet anything, anytime, anywhere. But the only place I tell you to do it, MyBookie.ag.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more.
800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. That's 800-240-4587.
You're listening to the Varsity Sports Show
on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5 FM radio. I really do think that Texas is one of the meccas when it comes to sports. Really, if you think about it, Texas has everything out here, from basketball to football to baseball. Everything can be found here in Texas. But coming up, we have some coverage here in the state of Texas, starting with the University of Florida student Robert Diaz, talking about the upcoming University of Texas football recruiting class. Staying in UT, we have University of Texas Southern student Thaddeaus Mitchell talking about UT's women's golf and about O'Keefe's big win at the Western Amateur Championship, followed by a segment of my own talking about the Ring Wars boxing event happening in El Paso, Texas. Arizona State student Doug Santos is back to talk about America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and their offseason, and Reilly Robertson out of Arizona State University talking about the Dallas Stars.
Hello, my name is Robert Diaz of the University of Florida, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
We're diving into the buzz surrounding the University of Texas 2024 recruiting class. It's shaping up to be one of the most exciting and talented groups the Longhorns have seen in recent years. Let's break it down. First up, we have star quarterback recruit Jake Walters out of Houston. Standing at 6'4" and boasting a rocket arm, Walters is already being compared to some of the greats. His high school career was nothing short of spectacular, with over 4,000 passing yards and 45 touchdowns his senior year alone. Walters' decision to join the Longhorns has fans dreaming of a return to glory for Texas football. Joining Walters is running back sensation Darius Johnson from Dallas. Johnson's speed and agility make him a nightmare for defenses. He racked up over 2,000 rushing yards last season and earned the nickname The Flash for his electrifying runs. The combination of Walters and Johnson promises to be a dynamic duo that will light up the scoreboard. On the defensive side of the ball, the Longhorns have secured commitment from linebacker Malik Harrison, one of the top defensive prospects in the nation. Harrison's instincts and physicality have drawn comparison to NFL stars. His ability to read offenses and make crucial stops will be invaluable to Texas defense. The receiving core is also getting a major boost with the addition of wide receiver Jamal Thompson from San Antonio. Thompson's exceptional route running and hands made him a great top target for Walters. His ability to create separation and make big plays downfield will add a new dimension to the Longhorns' offense. And let's not forget the offensive line. The Longhorns have fortified their front with the commitment of offensive tackle Brian Edwards from Austin. Edwards, known for his speed and technique, is expected to be the cornerstone of the Texans' offensive line for years to come. This recruiting class isn't just about star power, it's about depth and addressing key areas of need. Head coach Steve Sarkisian and his staff have done a phenomenal job in identifying and securing top talent that fits the system. With this impressive group of recruits, the future looks bright for Texas football.
Thank you for listening. I'm Robert Diaz with Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. I'm Thaddeaus Mitchell from Texas Southern University. Today we're celebrating an incredible achievement in women's golf. Farrah O'Keefe, representing the University of Texas, has won the 124th Women's Western Amateur Championship at the prestigious Owen Club. O'Keefe secured the number 1 seed in match play after earning medalist honors with an impressive 2-day 8-under par score in stroke play. She was one of 4 Texas players who will qualify for match play, along with Selena Liao, Boyan Park, and Cindy Sue. The journey to the championship wasn't easy. O'Keefe and her teammate Cindy Sue both advanced to semifinals, where they faced off in a closely contested match. O'Keefe emerged victorious with a 2-1 win, propelling her to the final match against Elise Lee. In another thrilling match, O'Keefe secured the championship with a 2-up victory. O'Keefe stated, "The adrenaline is still going pretty good right now. They say it's the curse of the medalist, so I was trying to prove that wrong. That was just the excitement of the whole week coming out." O'Keefe, an Austin, Texas native, has had an astounding season. She was named the Big 12 Player and Freshman of the Year, with 5 top 10 finishes, including a victory at the Darius Rucker Intercollegiate. She also contributed to the USA team's victory at the Palmer Cup in Ireland earlier this month. Next up for the Longhorns, 6 golfers will compete in the U.S. Women's Amateur from August 5th to the 11th at Southern Hills Country Club in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Congratulations to Farrah O'Keefe and the University of Texas women's golf team on this incredible achievement. I'm Thaddeaus Mitchell from Texas Southern University, and thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show.
This is Nicholas Anderson from the Hank Greenspun School of Journalism at UNLV, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. We got another crazy weekend in El Paso, Texas. Ring Wars 12 is back, and better than ever, live from El Paso, Texas on July 27, 2024. The event will be held at El Paso's County Coliseum from 7:03 p.m. to 11:04 p.m. This exciting boxing event will feature some of El Paso's finest boxers, including undefeated Jorge Tovar and heavyweight sensation Marco Duran. The main event will showcase Stephanie Han, who is ranked number 2 in the world as she competes for the WBA Intercontinental Championship. And make sure to tune in a bit early to catch all the pre-fight excitement. Some key facts about the notable fighters in this event. Undefeated lightweight division champion Jorge Tovar is known for his aggressive fighting style and quick footwork. He has a strong jab and excellent defensive skills. Tovar has quickly risen through the ranks with a series of impressive victories, making him one of the most promising fighters in his division. Marco Duran, the heavyweight sensation, is known for his powerful punches and knockout ability. He has a solid chin and can take a punch, making him a formidable opponent in the ring. And finally, the second-ranked women's boxer in the world and super featherweight champion Stephanie Han. She is a technical fighter with excellent ring IQ. She combines speed and precision to outmaneuver her opponents. In conclusion, Ring Wars has captivated audiences worldwide with their blend of athleticism, drama, and storytelling. Its inception, growth, community impact, and the notable fights that have taken place has made Ring Wars what it is today. These events showcase the incredible skills of wrestlers as they perform intricate moves and engage in intense rivalries. Whether viewed as a form of entertainment or a display of athletic powerness, Ring Wars continues to be a popular and enduring aspect of sports culture, drawing in fans from all walks of life. From the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Nicholas Anderson.
Good morning. I'm Douglas Santos from the Cronkite School of Journalism at ASU, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. With the NFL season right around the corner, let's take a look at America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the moves they made this offseason ahead of the 2024 season. The Cowboys finished the 2023 regular season 12-5, earning themselves the NFC East Division title and the number 2 seed heading into the playoffs. There was a lot of pressure on the Cowboys, who were a team many thought finally had what it took to make a run at the Super Bowl. However, America's team collapsed in the playoffs once again. The Cowboys lost in the first round, the wild card game, against the Green Bay Packers in an embarrassing fashion. Despite Dallas's rich history, that loss marks 28 years since the Cowboys had made it past the second round, the divisional round, of the playoffs. So, this offseason came with some interesting changes for America's team. Defensive coordinator Dan Quinn left to become the head coach of the Washington Commanders, and the Cowboys brought in former Minnesota Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer. Zimmer spent 12 years earlier in his career working with the Dallas defense. Staying on the defensive side of the ball, the Cowboys signed linebacker Eric Kendricks, who played under Zimmer during his time with the Vikings, to fill a much-needed linebacker role. Dallas also drafted defensive end Marshawn Nealon and linebacker Maris Leofau, in addition to linebacker DeMarvion Overshown, returning from injury, who was drafted last year to fill those voids. On the offensive side of the ball, the Cowboys will look for Ezekiel Elliott, Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn, and Royce Freeman to fill the void of running back Tony Pollard leaving. But maybe the most crucial aspect for Cowboys fans is when and whether Jerry Jones will pay CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. Both players drive the offense and are looking for massive deals that compare with other top players in their markets. However, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has shown stubbornness in handing out those lucrative types of deals. CeeDee Lamb is currently holding out of training camp in expectation of a new deal, while reports say there has not been much conversation in regards to that deal. With Lamb and Prescott's future with the Cowboys in question, there's a lot of uncertainty ahead of the 2024 season. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Douglas Santos.
I'm Reilly Robertson from Arizona State, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. In terms of Texas hockey news, we have some coming out of the offseason from the Dallas Stars. The Stars are coming off a good season, making it to the conference finals. The Stars lost to the Edmonton Oilers 4-2. Just this week, Stars player, San Jose Sharks legend, and athlete loved by all of hockey, Joe Pavelski officially announced his retirement. Pavelski spent 13 seasons in San Jose and 5 seasons with the Stars. Over those 18 seasons, he recorded 1,068 points over 1,332 career regular season games. Pavelski appeared in 4 Stanley Cup playoffs, with 1 finals appearance in his 5 seasons with the Stars. He is known and loved by the hockey community and will definitely be a missing piece to the Stars roster this upcoming year. Earlier in the summer, development camps happened all around the NHL, with the Stars being no exception. Development camp happens right after the draft and is an opportunity for teams to get to see their young prospects in action and gain some insight into who has the most potential. The Stars have a very large pool of young prospects, and it is known to be one of the best in the league. The main job of this camp is to create competition between these young athletes to best show their potential and create as close to an in-game scenario as possible. Although the Stars are currently in their off-season, the first preseason game is on September 23rd against the Colorado Avalanche in Colorado. The Stars have a lot of potential as a team and have had a large amount of success in the past couple years. All they need to finish it off is a Stanley Cup. I'm Reilly Robertson from Arizona State, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
Some fantastic reporting by my colleagues. Once again, great reporting. As we transition into the halfway point of our show, when we come back from the break, we will have our regional segments, coverages on multiple different sports around the country, all the way from Kansas City, Missouri, all the way to Tampa Bay, Florida. Don't go too far, and we'll be right back after the break.
ESPN
97.5.
Hi, y'all. My name is Reilly Robertson, and I am originally from Dallas, Texas. I'm currently attending Arizona State University, majoring in both sports journalism and sports business. I'm so incredibly excited to start this semester with the Varsity Sports Show. There are a plethora of sporting events to cover this summer, such as the Stanley Cup playoffs, the College World Series, and the Summer Olympics. With all of these events, the summer is definitely going to be a fun one.
I want you to imagine for a moment you're in a hospital. You are the patient connected to an IV bag. There's a constant parade of serious doctors, countless tests, endless pokes, and a serious diagnosis. Scary surgeries are followed by painful recoveries. You're in the hospital for days, weeks, months. Now imagine experiencing all of these things and you're only a child. This is why Starlight exists. To bring happiness to hospitalized children through programs that help kids cope, build resilience, bolster confidence, and change their outlook. Programs like gaming, virtual reality headsets, toy deliveries, radio flyer wagons, and cozy hospital gowns are just a few of the ways Starlight eases a child's hospital stay. Because happiness matters. Visit starlight.org to learn more.
Did you know that Houston Restaurant Weeks is the largest annual fundraiser for the Houston Food Bank? All you have to do is dine out and do good. Go to HoustonRestaurantWeeks.com and choose from 400 restaurants to visit for lunch or dinner. The prefixed menus will donate a portion of the proceeds to the Houston Food Bank. Plus, you're supporting local restaurants in one of their slowest seasons. Get started at HoustonRestaurantWeeks.com. That's HoustonRestaurantWeeks.com.
Most people are tired and worn down by the time they get to the mortgage part of a home purchase, so they don't properly shop their mortgage. That's when you should call Kent Jones at Dream Rate Mortgage. His mission is simple: educate and help borrowers save money. With 29 years of experience, Kent can get you a quick quote without an application or credit pull. Call or text Kent at Dream Rate at 713-520-LOAN. That's 713-520-5626, or visit 975loan.com.
Dream Rate Mortgage, LLC, NMLS number 2482473. J. Kent Jones, NMLS number 356118. Equal housing lender.
Hey everybody, John Granato with Robin Orlando from Houston Powder Coaters. Robin, boat season is almost here. What do you do for boats?
Boats, if it's metal, we got you, okay? So we make sure we give the proper primer and the proper procedures to make sure that metal lasts on that ocean water.
What kind of things on boats do you powder coat?
Typically, we will do like the handrails, we do the T-tops, we've done a few anchors, which is pretty cool, but yeah, we can do, if it's metal, we can touch it.
You make those anchors look cool.
We do.
And you can do your team's colors. Your anchor could be whatever team you love.
Yes, we had an LSU fan, all purple, baby.
Purple and gold.
Yes.
If I call, can I talk to Robin Orlando at Houston Powder Coaters?
It's going to be me, Jennifer. You'll talk to one of us, but you will definitely be in good hands with either myself or one of my teammates.
Call Houston Powder Coaters.
281-676-3888.
Or you can go to the website at HoustonPowderCoaters.com, but it's better to talk to Robin.
That's me.
Now back to the Varsity Sports Show with Vince DeLisio
on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5 FM radio. We have just reached the halfway point of our show, and we still have some amazing content for you guys. Coming up next is our regional segment reports, starting with Arizona State student Reilly Robertson, talking about the Kansas City Chiefs offseason, and University of Madison, Wisconsin student Mark Buerger, talking about his Wisconsin Badgers football team. Going east, we have Texas Southern student Thaddeaus Mitchell talking about a program in Broward County called Swim South Florida. And routing back to Houston, we have San Diego State University student Pham talking about Arike Ogunbowale's performance in the WNBA All-Star Game.
This is Reilly Robertson from Arizona State reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. Looking nationally, we are seeing the start of training camp for the NFL. The back-to-back Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs are looking for the first ever three-peat in the NFL. To achieve what they're looking for, the Chiefs are going to need to upgrade their wide receivers. Rashee Rice was the team's #1 wide receiver as a rookie last season. There's a chance that Rice is going to be suspended for a portion of the season due to his involvement in an off-season car crash. Without Rice, the Chiefs are going to have to look to players like Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore to have a big start to the season. In addition to them, the Chiefs picked up Marquise Brown in free agency and drafted Xavier Worthy. In terms of Worthy, he has missed a couple days of training camp due to an illness. This is not ideal for the Chiefs because they want to be able to get the most out of Worthy this season and to be as successful as possible. He is a key part of their wide receiver group and is needed to hopefully achieve their three-peat. With these new additions, the Chiefs are looking to have a very good year with their wide receivers. The key to the Chiefs, though, is famed quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes has been producing a very high level for the past couple of years, and that is expected to continue. The offensive structure of the Chiefs has been consistently changing the past couple of years, but Mahomes is always able to keep up and always produces incredible numbers. The Chiefs have an incredibly bright future ahead of them as long as they have Patrick Mahomes. Last year, the record was 11-6, ending first in the AFC West. They went on to beat the Dolphins, Bills, Ravens, and 49ers, ultimately winning the Super Bowl for the second year in a row. As they look to make that three-peat a reality, they're hoping for a high production from their wide receivers and, as always, Patrick Mahomes. This is Reilly Robertson from Arizona State reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
Hello, everyone. This is Mark Buerger from the University of Wisconsin-Madison reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. It's time to preview the Wisconsin Badgers football team heading into this August. Last season was the first season under new head coach Luke Fickell, which saw a 7-6 record, which led them to yet another bowl appearance. As also, they only finished 5-4 in conference last year, with a 4-3 home record, which is pretty unusual considering they are always very good at Camp Randall Stadium, with a 3-2 road record as well before falling in the ReliaQuest Bowl in Tampa Bay to LSU. However, we're looking at next season as a positive for Wisconsin, and we think they could definitely take a huge step next season. Next season, they will be led under Tyler Van Dyke, the transfer quarterback from Miami, Florida. This will be his only year of eligibility left, so Wisconsin will look to make it count for him. His last 3 seasons at Miami were pretty good. 25 touchdowns in 2021, which is definitely his best season, with 2,900 passing yards, with 9 yards average per pass, and only 6 receptions. The next year after that was definitely a little bit lower year for him, with only 10 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, which looked more like an injury season for him. And then 2023 was still good, 19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, but if they can get Tyler Van Dyke to where he was in 2021, Wisconsin could definitely be a force. Also, Ches Malusi, their running back, will be returning for the Badgers for his final year, as well as Tawi Walker, a transfer from Oklahoma, to help lead this team in the running game. Some big games next year at home include Alabama, new Big Ten opponent Oregon, Penn State, and Minnesota. While those are at home, they will all be tough games, including a road game against USC. So I hope that next season they'll be able to really take it to the next level. And again, this is Mark Buerger from the Varsity Sports Show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. I'm Thaddeaus Mitchell from Texas Southern University. On this segment, we have a truly inspiring story about a new campaign called Swim South Florida, spearheaded by local 10 anchor and mom Nicole Perez. This initiative aims to raise awareness and save lives by offering free swim classes for kids in Broward County. Nicole recently spoke with Lieutenant Ken Rowland, a dedicated instructor with Broward County Swim Central program. Lieutenant Rowland has made it his mission to teach children life-saving skills in the water and has been doing so for decades. Lieutenant Rowland's journey has not been an easy one. After a near-fatal car accident in 1980, he had to relearn how to walk. During his recovery, he felt a calling to teach life-saving skills through swimming. According to the CDC, African-American families are 5 times more likely to drown. Lieutenant Rowland notes that often parents who don't know how to swim keep their children away from water. Cost is another barrier, as swim classes can be expensive. Swim Central classes are held indoors, so kids never have to worry about rain or cancellations. Former State Representative Bobby Dubose and his wife Yvette enrolled their 10-year-old son Jacob in Lieutenant Rowland's class. In just 5 days, Jacob learned how to swim. The classes include 30-minute lessons focused on water safety, followed by 30 minutes of fun, every other day for 2 weeks. Lieutenant Rowland says, "We've trained 700,000 children in this program. There have been no drownings whatsoever. We take everybody from all over the world. We will teach you life-saving skills for the free. Don't worry about the money. Just come and we will teach you how to swim." That's all I have for now. I'm Thaddeaus Mitchell from Texas Southern University, and thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show.
I'm Pham from San Diego State, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. Let's take a focus in on star Dallas Wings guard Arike Ogunbowale. Earlier this week, in the All-Star game, Ogunbowale scored a record-setting 34 points, which were all scored in the second half, and she took home MVP honors. It was her second All-Star game MVP award. Ogunbowale is averaging just over 22 points per game this season. That's the third highest across the entire WNBA. She is shooting 35% from the field, 34% from downtown, and 90% at the free throw line. Ogunbowale is not heading to Paris for the Olympics this year. And earlier this week, she revealed that she removed herself from the selection pool and said, "I was involved in the whole process. I went to camp as a player, and I just wasn't feeling like Team USA wanted me on the team. So I just removed myself because it's a process to keep and remove my name in the pool." Ogunbowale has been the lone bright spot on the team that currently has the worst record in the entire WNBA. She's arguably one of the best shooters in the league with that high arcing release of hers. Ogunbowale is a tough shot maker that can hit and make deep three-pointers off the dribble. Reporting for the Varsity Sports Show from San Diego State, I'm Pham.
I have to chime in and say this. For the swimming program happening in Broward County, this is what we do at the Varsity Sports Show. We want to share and express stories like this to people around the country. Here at the Varsity Sports Show, we do more than just promote sporting events. We promote your stories to the world. If you're a coach, if you're a player, if you're a person running a fundraiser, a program, or any sort of event, we at the Varsity Sports Show want to connect with you and put your story out there for everyone to listen to. After the break, we are on our final stretch of our show, and we have more coverage you don't want to miss out on. More sporting events are happening this weekend in Houston and in Texas, featuring events like your local Texas Rangers to a 5K right next to you guys in Houston. Don't go far, and we'll be back after the break. You're listening to the Varsity Sports Show on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5 FM radio.
ESPN 97.5.
Hello everyone, my name is Rona Yusufi. I am from Afghanistan. I'm studying journalism, mass communication, and data science at Arizona State University. I am passionate about varsity sports and eager to contribute my enthusiasm and dedication to delivering engagement and insightful sports content through my show. I look forward to sharing the excitement of sports with the audience and showcase the incredible stories and achievements of athletes.
Okay, let's go. Top row. Tell me what you see on the eye chart.
EYECARE?
Good. Next row.
AM America? iCareAmerica.org?
Yes, I Care America is a program that helps seniors 65 and older who haven't had a medical eye exam in 3 or more years. They also help those with an increased risk for glaucoma. And the appointment is often free or at no out-of-pocket cost. There are thousands of volunteer ophthalmologists throughout the United States, which means there's probably a participating doctor right where you live. To to protect your eyes, early detection is key. So don't wait. It's easy to see if you qualify. Go to eyecareamerica.org today. That's eyecareamerica.org.
Aggie fans, listen up. We've got Josh Smith from General Ben here, and he's thrilled to announce their exclusive partnership with Texas A&M Athletics.
That's right, folks. General Ben Vodka and Gin are now the official spirits of Aggie Pride. But that's not all. We've taken it a step further and set up shop right at the heart of the action, inside Kyle Field. As you know, our founder, Ricky Ford, was a hardcore Ag. We've decked up this bar. It's got a homage to Ricky, Dr. Ben Mosier. Come on out if you're on the west side of the stadium in the premium spaces. Raise a glass and enjoy a cocktail.
We know that nothing goes better with the electrifying energy of Aggie sports than being surrounded by your friends with a smooth glass of General Ben in hand.
It doesn't get much better than that. So whether you're celebrating a victory or gearing up for the next big game, make sure General Ben is there to elevate your experience. Come visit our original General Ben bar at Kyle Field, and let's toast to another season of Aggie greatness. Giggle Maggies, and enjoy the Aggie spirit in every sip.
And as always, head over to GeneralBen.com to learn more about your new favorite and order all of the spirits straight from the website GeneralBen.com. General Ben, the secret ingredient is what's not in it.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn ever since I turned 40. I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text HATCH to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HATCH to 42424. That's HATCH to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Exciting news for Waymore Silencers, the only one-stop Class 3 NFA dealer with the largest selection in all of Houston, now features their very own gunsmith for all your upgrades and mods. The other exciting news is that Waymore Silencers just got in the hard-to-find AAC SDN6 and Silencer Cos Velos. The SDN6 is a multi-cal can with excellent sound suppression and muzzle blast reduction. Silencer Cos Velos reduces overall blowback with its low back pressure technology while maintaining impressive sound suppression. Don't forget, Waymore Silencers has one of the only in-house electronic fingerprinting and photo services in town. Best of all, they eliminate all the hassle by filing the NFA Form 4s for you. They're located at 15255 Gulf Freeway, Suite 167B, right off the Dixie Farm Road exit, or online at WaymoreSilencers.com. That's WaymoreSilencers.com. Way more selection, way more personalized service. Waymore Silencers, your one-stop shop for the right to remain silent.
You're listening to the Varsity Sports Show
on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5 FM radio. As we approach the final block of our show, I wanted to give a massive thank you to all of you who turned in live this morning. It means a lot to us, and as an organization, it pushes us to continue making content for you guys to enjoy. We still have some great segments coming up, starting off with the University of Madison, Wisconsin student Mark Buerger talking about the Texas Rangers trade deadline, followed up by a segment by your host, Nicholas Anderson, talking about the Terry's Hershey's 5K run in El Paso, Texas. Then to coverage on our local Houston Astros by University of Florida student Robert Diaz and their midseason recap. And to top it off, a segment from Texas Southern University student Thaddeaus Mitchell talking about the University of Houston and their swim and diving teams.
Hello, everyone. This is Mark Buerger from the University of Wisconsin-Madison reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. Let's go over the Texas Rangers first half and see if they will be buyers or sellers in this year's trade deadline. The trade deadline is coming up on July 31st, and the Texas Rangers won the World Series just a year ago. They have been struggling, though, and as of July 23rd, they are currently 49-52 on the season, 3 games back of the Seattle Mariners and Houston Astros for first place in the AL West. Now, in the wild card, there's 6.5 games back. So while there's not much to play for in terms of the wild card, they certainly see themselves in a good position in the division. I feel like this team is poised to go back-to-back in terms of World Series, and the way I see it for the Texas Rangers is even though they are 3 games under 500 right now, they are only a few games back in the division. I think selling would be a mistake for the Rangers, because I really think you want to get that momentum back from last year's World Series victory, and I think Texas could definitely do it again this year. So, they are currently with a run differential of 0, 429 runs scored and against. So they've been pretty even in terms of that. Batting average currently sitting at 237 as a team, with a team ERA of 4.02. I could see them potentially going for a bat here as well. And as we kind of look, I think that, third base is definitely good, second base is definitely good, catcher seems good. They definitely seem like they're good in terms of their hitting, but I do feel like they could get another outfielder. Currently, their best left fielder is Wyatt Langford with a 254 average and 5 homers. I could see them getting one more power hitter. And as we also take a look, Jacob deGrom has been out all season, so one more starter to kind of round that out. And obviously, Kirby Yates is still your all-star closer with a 1.24 ERA. I think just one batter and one starter, I think they'll be golden to potentially make a run of the division. And again, this is Mark Buerger from the University of Wisconsin-Madison reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
This is Nicholas Anderson from the Hanks Greenspun School of Journalism at UNLV reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. If you live in the Houston area, I highly recommend participating in this week's Terry Hershey Park 5K race. It's a beautiful natural oasis located at 15200 Memorial Drive in Houston, Texas. Spanning over 500 acres, the park offers a variety of outdoor activities for visitors to enjoy. Now on to the race. The course is of course 5K long and has been accurately measured with a professional measuring wheel. The course is run entirely on Tarmac Pass. Some sections of the course may accumulate mud, leaves, and puddles after rain. Depending on availability, marshals will be at the key sections of the course or signs will be in place. The start time for this race is at 8 a.m. on Saturday. If you aren't able to participate in this week's race, that is perfectly okay. The Terry's Hershey Park 5K race runs every week this year. The start and finish is close to the Tailhead Car Park near Kendall Library and the coffee shop known as Beans Cafe, and parking at Memorial Muse and Memorial Drive and Terry's Hershey Park Trailhead entrance. There is an age grading that takes your time and uses the world record time for your sex and age group to produce a score. This score allows you to compare your personal performance against other people's performances, even though they might have been in a different age and a different sex to you. The higher score, the better the performance. Whether you're chasing a personal best or simply looking to enjoy a morning stroll, the park run offers a welcoming and supportive environment. Join us every Saturday to experience the camaraderie, motivation, and pure joy that comes from being part of this vibrant park run family. From the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Nicholas Anderson.
Hello, my name is Robert Diaz of the University of Florida reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. With starting pitching and possibly a bat their priorities ahead of this year's trade deadline, the Astros hope late-season reinforcement for their bullpen might reside on their injured list. Reliever Pham Murphy, claimed off waivers by Houston in late March, is making progress in his recovery from Tommy John surgery. Murphy threw a bullpen session Saturday at T-Mobile Park before Houston's game against the Mariners. Afterward, Joe Espada said Murphy is pretty close to facing hitters the next step in his build-up. Espada said Murphy could need one more bullpen session before reporting to the Astros minor league facility in West Palm Beach, Florida, to start facing hitters. A timeline for his potential return is unclear, but the right-hander, if healthy, could be an option to bolster Houston's bullpen down the stretch. The Astros reached the All-Star break with 3 relievers, Brian Abreu, Taylor Scott, and Seth Martinez among the top 10 in the American League in appearances. All 3 have been effective in setup and middle relief roles, and the Astros have leaned on them heavily in the first half to overcome a slow start, with the spot acknowledging there's a need to be cognizant about workloads going forward. That Houston claimed Murphy and his surgery rehab and brought him out to recent road trips indicates that they think that he can come back very, very soon. Murphy posted a 2.70 ERA in 80 regular season games for the Mariners from 2022 to 2023, though there is some question about how effective he would be initially after an elbow ligament reconstruction and an extended layoff. Quote, I think he's someone we can use out of our pen, Espada said. We have seen him in the past as an effective reliever who can leverage innings, so hopefully he'll get us he'll get back to us healthy and he'll be able to help us out, end quote. The Astros are currently 52-47 and sit atop their division but are virtually tied with the Mariners. The Astros hope to continue their recent winning and secure a playoff spot by winning their division. Thank you for listening. I'm Robert Diaz with Varsity Sports Show.
I'm Thaddeaus Mitchell from Texas University. We have some fantastic news from the University of Houston swimming and diving teams. 10 student athletes have earned CSCAA Scholar All-American honors, showcasing their dedication both in the pool and in the classroom. Leading the way with first-team honors are junior Henrietta Fangley, fifth-year Chase Ferris, and freshman Michelle McLeod. These outstanding athletes not only excelled in their sports, but also maintained a GPA of 3.5 or higher while participating in their national championship events. Joining them on the second team are freshmen Evelyn Entrican, junior Josie Graves, senior Hedda Grels, fifth-year Audrey McKinnon, junior Adelaide Muter, freshman Sydney Nethercutt, and senior Amelia Waters. These athletes also achieved a GPA of 3.5 or higher and met a B-time standard for the national championship or qualified for a diving zone qualification meet. The Italian University of Houston team received CSCAA Scholar All-American Team status for the spring 2024 semester, an honor that requires a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or higher. This marks the 17th consecutive semester that Houston has been recognized for this prestigious accolade. Let's take a moment to celebrate these incredible student athletes from the University of Houston who are setting the bar high and inspiring others with their commitment to excellence. I'm Thaddeaus Mitchell from Texas Southern University, and thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show.
I wanted to chime in on my segment that I did on the Terry Hershey's 5K run in El Paso. And I personally recommend to anyone who is listening just to go run a 5K. Go run, go get some exercise, go outside. And understandably, I understand the weather is hot, but with the 5K starting early, it gives you a chance to go out there and run a mile. You don't even have to run it. You can walk, enjoy the view, enjoy the park, have fun, do it with a friend or a family member. Overall, just running in general will make you feel like a whole lot better person. It's like if you wake up in the morning and you fix your bed. That's the first thing you do. It's like you complete a task and you feel accomplished and you feel great about yourself. That's how I view running in general. And then going off that subject, something that really wasn't touched on this show, the Dallas Mavericks offseason moves, adding one of the greatest sharpshooters in NBA history, Klay Thompson, now a Dallas Maverick after spending so many years with the Golden State Warriors. You already know that the Mavericks have a highly loaded offensive roster. Now they add Klay Thompson and makes them a whole lot better. And you also add defense to that team, which is something that the Dallas Mavericks really needed. So I can see the Mavericks being another threat this year and more than likely going into the playoffs, a top 3 seed in the Western Conference and making another Cinderella run to the final. That would be something fun to watch. And then going off that, I think something that doesn't get talked a lot on that I'm extremely passionate about is sports cards. And if I have anything to say about sports cards, there's 3 things that I believe you should invest in as a person: yourself, stocks, and sports cards. I genuinely believe you cannot go wrong investing into those 3 categories. And the Dallas has a bunch of card shows. Texas in general, a lot of card shows. So I highly recommend looking out for those. Go into a card show. If it's something that you aren't too fond of, pick up the hobby, try it. It's something new, and I don't think you could go wrong investing in the sports cards. But that's going to be the conclusion of our show today. I want to say a massive thank you to all of our colleagues for making such great segments and reports on today's topics. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to our social media pages. Make sure to check us out on X, or formerly known as Twitter, at the Varsity Sports Show, as well as Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You'll be able to find us there as well. Also, thank you very much to our sponsors. And if you want to get involved with the Varsity Sports Show, shoot over an email to info@varsitysportshow.com, where you will get in touch shortly after and hopefully join the Varsity Sports Show. We have over 60 interns this fall from different parts of the country. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. If you want to check me out and see the work that I do, you can check me out on Twitter or Instagram at NDAnderson10. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in this morning to our action-packed show. And from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, I'm Nicholas Anderson, and you're listening to the Varsity Sports Show on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5 FM radio. Go Varsity. Take care, everybody.
Get low when the whistle goes.
Real fun. Get low when the whistle goes. Sports. ESPN 97.5.
Hey everyone, I'm Thaddeaus Mitchell from Ball Springs, Texas, and I am a senior studying radio, television, and film in the Martin Luther King School of Communications at Texas Southern University. I am very excited to join the Varsity Sports Show this summer, and I will be giving you quality news on basketball, football, baseball, and all other sports.
Every year, more than 240,000 Hispanics attempt to end their own lives in the United States. 1 in 6 Latino high school students had serious thoughts of suicide. Experts recommend reducing access to lethal means and involving them in shared activities. The good news is that there is help at your fingertips. If you or someone you know needs help, call or text 988.
Find free available resources at wearelatinx.com.
This message brought to you by the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation.
I always tell people I was the luckiest guy in the world. I wanted to be an Army man or a fireman, and I got to do both. As a firefighter, my job was about saving lives. I never thought one day I would be fighting for mine.
After spending his career answering the call to save others, Ken was diagnosed with ALS. Now he's facing his biggest battle, for more time. For 70 years, Muscular Dystrophy Association has been answering the call to help people live longer and more independent lives.
MDA means to me hope.
MDA is leading the way for people living with ALS, muscular dystrophy, and other neuromuscular diseases by accelerating research, advancing care, and advocating to empower families like Ken's.
I wouldn't be living as good of a life with ALS if it wasn't for MDA. MDA is helping people live stronger and love longer. Learn more at mda.org today.
My name is John David Carpton.
Dr. Kimberly Stegmeyer.
Dr. Edith Perret.
I'm a medical oncologist.
And I focus on cancer prevention.
People are always asking me, why?
Why do I do this work?
2 words come to mind for me. One is responsibility. The other is purpose.
There was a child that, I took care of and adored, and she said to me, Dr. Kim, will you remember me forever? Sorry. It's been a hard year.
Every day I think of the faces of patients when I see their smiles, when I tell them that new treatments are helping their lives.
It's just so inspiring to do research that impacts human lives.
Stand Up to Cancer has been a critical partner in advancing research for cancer.
Cancer research saves lives.
So please help us fight in this battle against cancer.
Be a part of the team that ends cancer at standuptocancer.org.
Have you shopped for electricity lately? This is John Granato, energy expert. Energy rates are up this summer. Don't be the guy caught with an